Apex kind of lost that flavor. Like it's during its lifespan, it's kind of like died out, to a really low point at some point, and then they kind of reinvented itself by catering to, its controller player base, and then they got more of them, and then they catered to it even more, changed the meta for them and did all this and kind of left like keyboard players on like the back end. There wasn't a lot of us anyway, so it just started dwindling after the years.
I'm not one to say what should or shouldn't be in the game, but it is apparent that there are limits in which you can go towards when catering for aim assist. I don't play Apex Legends, so I'm not within that realm. The controller aim assist problem is becoming more and more of an issue each month within the community across other titles, but Lyric makes a good point. We need to strike a balance between keeping the game fair and fun for both parties. Raid Shadow Legends. Immerse yourself in this free-to-play fantasy RPG with a captivating storyline and online PvP. Explore a visually stunning fantasy realm featuring over 800 champions across 15 playable factions. Rally orcs, knights, elves, and a diverse array of fantasy creatures to overcome any challenge in your path. The game's platforms are available for Android, iOS, and PC. You can download the game for free using my link, or scan the QR code in the top left of the screen right now and receive some amazing heroes, which gives you a legendary champion called Sun Wukong, a super strong champion that has the power to self-revive and the ability to place massive debuffs on enemies. You also get 2 epic champions and a rare hero to start your raid adventure. To redeem promo codes, tap on the tab on the left hand side of the screen and then select the promo codes option. Once in the promo codes window, type in your promo code and hit confirm. You'll receive confirmation if your entry was successful, and then you can claim your rewards from your inbox. Check the description in the video below or scan the QR code and join 80 million players from across the world and stamp your name among the heroes of Teleria.
Yeah, I think those, what are they called again?
I call them events.
Okay, events. Yeah, it's like an end game event. Those are really cool and interesting. I've been saying on stream that if Light was the best character in place of Heavy, it would feel like they're leaning a little too hard into competitive and would kind of make like it seem like you have to be like a mechanical demon to dominate the game, which they shouldn't do.
No.
Because that just kind of turns off like you're, I only got a couple hours a day to play kind of gamer.
Yeah.
And I think it would also be the same if they lean too hard in the casual direction, kind of like Apex style. If they just made like the most OP things and then get like, let's say Heavy was heavy as it is, but you now can't counter him. Then it would be like leaning a little too hard in the casual. Like, how do you deal with this guy? Well, you run 3, and then everyone's just it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be bad either way you go. It's just sort of both parties have to be thought about. They're both important.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. That's the way Riot does it, and the most respectable, successful games do it. This might be a little wild, but I don't know. I'm trying to think about how it would play out, but I know me and a lot of other Apex players are so used to wall bouncing. If you could like change direction mid-air quickly and not need, or like more quickly, just a little more quickly.
Yeah.
And not need like the dash. Like the dash, since I do have it, it basically is a tap strafe and it feels like a tap strafe. But before I was using the dash, I was like mourning for like more air control, or like how can I like change my direction quicker? Because like sometimes when I'm in the air, it's like I've completely committed to this direction and I'm like, oh wow, like I might die. Yeah, I didn't even know they trialed that other version. I think that's interesting. That could potentially be better, but I mean I haven't played it, so I don't really know how I would feel after until I would try, but that does sound like it could be better. Other than that though, I was gonna say I like how long it takes to like rank up. Seems like it takes a decent bit of a grind.
To my understanding, there was many limitless things you could do. For example, Black Ops 1's just an example. I know they did it in other games too, but my favorite was Black Ops 1. They would have, Mike Myers lobbies, or they had the sniper lobbies, for example, for Trickstone. That was super, super fun, a good time. And it felt like, like when you joined like in your first COD game and it was like a modded lobby, that stuff was so, so fun. And,
Definitely.
I think that what would be really awesome to see is a custom lobby where the community could like modify some of the stuff in the game, have like an upload portal in the game, and then people could like kind of I think that would be so sick.
I think a COD did have that. I don't remember if it was Black Ops 1, but like where the community make the game mode and
Yep.
you could like post it and then you could favorite it and then you have your like favorite game modes here, so you could easily go back to it every time. And then, you know, there's the popular list of the, you know, the same game modes that have like the, you know, like the custom rules.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea.